Hi, Ant. First of all, congratulations on the birth of your new child. How's the last week been?
It's been a mad few days, mate, but I'm trying to get my head back in the game now. I keep forgetting I'm fighting, so got to stay focused.
Um, I mean, the standard question is always how's camp been, but I mean, how has camp been given the fact that you had the birth of your son and now you're going into this fight on Saturday?
Yeah, it's been a bit of a mad one, mate. Like, the camp went really well. I had loads of quality sparring. It was going to plan. I was ready a few weeks ago. I've been like on weight for about 4 or 5 weeks now, so I've been to eat more, been doing hard sparring. It's been good, and obviously the weekend was a bit of a mad one. I was in the hospital for like 2 nights, and it was a bit of a long weekend, but because I was on my weight, I had rest, and it might do me good having a bit of a few days off.
Um, you've spoken, I think, in other interviews and on social media about sacrifices you've made, throughout your career, going back to your amateur days, and now you've the birth of your son and you're fighting on Saturday rather than sort of being able to spend time with him. Does that, like, can you describe that mentality you have?
Yeah, it's like a machine mentality. I mean, I think I got the nickname through the way I am, mate. I'm really like driven and I'm determined to succeed. So I try and like, make everything revolve around me boxing. Like, obviously, I'd love to stay on with me baby and me missus. Like, tell me really hard to leave today, but I understand to the greater purpose, and we child to have a great life because of my sacrifices.
And your opponent changed sort of last minute to Rico Mueller. How much do you know of him?
No, I had a little look at his box rec, and he's boxed Jeff Horn, he's boxed some good names, and he's experienced. But I think his style should suit me. He looks like he's a bit smaller than myself, but a tight guard. I think it should suit me nicer. It's been that much of a mad one, like the mad few days, like, and then the pullouts. It's been, I didn't even care. I know he would have been fume, but I've had like bigger fish to fry with me baby on my arms. I was sitting there with my kid and chain saying me, "Oh, your pumped pull out the fourth." Here we go. But I'm trying to stay professional, mate. I get my head on the game.
All right, best of luck, Saturday, Ant. Appreciate it.
Thank you, mate. Thank you.
Thanks, Jonathan. If we go to Andy from Boxing Social next, please.
Hi, Anne. Congratulations, as a few people have already said already, mate.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, mate.
Obviously, touched on there the change of opponent. Is it frustrating that it's happened once again, and obviously so close to fight night?
It seems like it always happens to me. It seems like no one will fight me or want to fight me. When people agree, they pull out last minute. It's happened to me twice with Shane now in 4 fights. So it is frustrating, yeah, but all I can do is go in there and win and set big fights up. Sorry, mate. Sorry.
That's okay. And talks about this fight then. So from what you've seen, I know you said you've had a look at it in box rec, but from what Shane's maybe told you, what should we expect when the pair of you are in the ring?
Just like more of the same from me last fight. I feel like I'm more controlled now. I'm more measured. My movement's much better. I think I'm just evolving as a fighter. I've been in some world class sparring. This camp I've had really hard sparring, like 10, 12, 15 round spars, and like I've got the stamina now. I think it's just all come together. I think I'm at my physical peak, and I'm just learning each fight and getting better and better.
Just a final one from me, Ant, because I know there's a few people waiting to speak to you. That British title, I know you've been after it for a while. Ted Cheeseman currently holding that, getting ready to face Troy Williamson. But away from that, you was obviously originally ordered to face Sam Higginson. He's pulled out, and now the board have ordered you versus Hamza Shiraz. Would you be interested in a final eliminator with Hamza to get to the fight with Ted, or are you just hoping to get the Ted fight and that's it?
Yeah, to be honest, mate, I'm 30 years of age now. I shouldn't be boxing at eliminators and stuff. I need to be pushing on in my career. I would fight him. Obviously, I'm not going to turn a fight down with no one, but I think the plan's to move past British level and push on towards. I am ranked 10th in the world now, so it's time to move forward now and stop stalling my career, I think.
Perfect, and best of luck on Saturday.
Nice one, mate. Thank you.
Thanks, Andy. If we go to Jeremy Herridges next, please.
Hi, Anthony, and congratulations again on the birth of son Luca. Obviously, you've only been a father for a few days now, but as soon as that happens, it changes your perspective on everything. What's running through your mind, and how's it impacting you and your energy level for this fight and your career now?
Yeah, I think I need to get more focused on the boxing rather than my child. It's so hard to like switch off from the being a dad. It just changes life. Like I feel different to myself. It's hard to describe. I feel like I'm a dad now. I just feel different. So I need to like push that to one side for this week, go down, do my job. And I'm a professional boxer, that's what I've always done. Win me fighting and come home and then get back to being a dad.
You're steadily climbing the ranks. Do you foresee like a timeline when maybe you'd like to break in and come visit us in the United States? And is there an ideal opponent that you would have in the next fight or two coming forward?
I just have, I leave it to my team. I don't really try to look too far ahead. I've been concentrating on Roberto Garcia like in my head for weeks and weeks and weeks. And even though he's pulled out, I want to get this fight won and then move on. But I need to be climbing the rankings now. I'm not getting any younger. I've got to keep moving forward now and fight these top 10 lads in the world.
Thank you, Anthony. Best of luck and congratulations again.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, we'll go to Joe from Seconds Out next, please.
Hi, Anthony. You all right?
I'm all good. Thanks. How are you, mate?
Yeah, good. Thanks. Congratulations, of course. I guess the first question from me is, if you are to win on Saturday, does this have potential to be the best couple of weeks of your life?
Yeah, I'd say so, mate. Like I didn't know how I'd react. Like I just felt so proud when he was born. It's a mad feeling. Like I just felt so proud. I was so proud of my girlfriend, what she went through. We were in the hospital for 3 days. It was a hard experience, and I just like feel on top of the world. I feel like it's gonna be so hard at the top of my life, that moment when I first see my son. But on the same hand, I have been boxing like coming on 20 years now, so yeah. I can't like come this far to just stop here. I want to keep moving forward and trying to fulfill my potential.
And if a fight with Liam Smith was to happen, I know it's been talked a little bit recently, in Liverpool, let's say, what belts would you like to fight for? And how much would you want that fight?
Yeah, of course. I just want to keep moving forward. Liam's ranked number 5 in WBO. I'm number 10. So it could be potentially a world title eliminator. I don't think Liam's got a belt now. I've got a WBO international, but a weight above. So might not be for a belt, might just be for a world title eliminator. But these are fights I need now. I'm a 30-year-old fella. I need to be pushing forward.
Best of luck on Saturday.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, Joe. If we go to Charlie next, please, Parsons.
You're right, mate. And once again, congratulations, bro.
Thank you, mate. Thank you.
You've had the birth of your son. You've had a late replacement opponent. What a whirlwind of emotions that you've sort of dealt with in the last week. Mentally, sort of, how do you feel, and sort of how have you felt? Like you say, you haven't really been able to process the change of opponents too much. Now coming into fight week, are you able to focus a little bit more on that, or even so, is it just constantly the child in the back of the mind?
I'm just, you're not wrong. It's even for myself. Like I don't feel like I'm boxing. People are saying, "Go look for your fight," but I keep forgetting I'm fighting. It's just like a bit of a mad few days. But I think once again, the around Shane, CBS, and whatever, we're in that fight environment. Obviously Eddie and all that. My brain will switch back on. Then like I went and trained yesterday, done a little shakeout session. I felt good, full of energy. So I feel good in my physical self, but mentally I need to get myself focused on the fight because my brain is everywhere at the moment. It's a bit mad, but physically I'm in unbelievable shape. I'm on fight weight. I need to switch on, but I'm sure I will. I'm a professional fighter. This gym fella, if he beats me Saturday, it ruins my whole career. It's a massive step back for where I want to go. So I can't afford no slip-ups, and I'm sure I won't.
I was having a little look at the German guy as well. Like you said, you've been looking at him on BoxRec. He's clearly no bum. Away from the last week and the camp that you've had, from what you've seen, I know you said you haven't seen too much. Shane's more had a little look, but do are there any problems perhaps that you prepared for with the previous opponent that you might get with this one, or are you still just as confident as you would?
As long as he was an orthodox, I didn't really care because I've been saying for the orthodox, I don't really like southpaws anyway, so I wouldn't have been happy if it was a southpaw. But the lad's got he's a similar size, got a similar defence, not as aggressive or as wild, but he should suit me nicely. And with me being an Olympian, I had over 200 amateur fights, so I've seen all styles. I've adapted. I can go in there and adapt and like just do the job. Basically, it'll be a big change of opponent in terms of styles. He's slightly less wild, but probably more efficient, maybe.
Nice one, bro. Thank you for your time, given everything.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, Charlie. If we go to Joel Green next, please.
Hi, Anthony. Thanks for coming on.
No problems, mate. No problems.
Especially during this time. As I say, congratulations. I know everyone's going to chuck it at you. But surely this means your girlfriend is probably tougher than you with the amount of labour she had to go through.
Mate, it was horrendous to watch me. That I was actually crying before the baby was born because she was in so much pain and she was so weak and tired. Like, we were in the hospital, mate, 3 days. It's so mentally draining. She couldn't sleep. I slept on a chair. I was freezing. I had a bit of shorts on. It was hot in the day and I slept on a chair, freezing. But yeah, mate, she's done me proud. I was so proud of her.
Yeah, at least you didn't crush your hand, mate. At least you've made it. You've made it to Saturday, so you're all right. You're all right.
Yeah, definitely.
But you know, obviously with the change of opponent and that sort of thing, I know that's probably the big talking point. But you know, we look at your last fight against Fortea. You got your round 3 knockout. Is it back to business for the machine again?
It's got to be, mate. It's this pro boxing. It's a nasty, nasty business. Like, since going to Shane's gym, I've seen it. I had a bit more of a brutal side. Like the way he trains, like he has you sparring a lot of rounds and like a lot of different opponents, and they're getting him fresh. You just done 8 rounds and you're knackered, and some kid gets in for 4 rounds fresh. And he makes you train really hard, mate. So I've seen that like brutal side, and it is a nasty sport, mate. So I can't go in there with any mindset of like, oh, my dad, this kid won't care. This kid look at me as an opponent. He beats me and he moves forward in his career. So it's definitely going to be business.
Well, Anthony, I wish you all the best for this Saturday, mate, and I reckon you will absolutely nail it. So, love to the family.
Thanks very much. Thank you.
Take care, mate.
Thanks, Joel. If we go to Chris Ridgway next, please.
Hello, mate. Congratulations again. I know everyone's saying it, but you know,
thanks very much, Chris. Nice one.
It's unbelievable. Yeah, congratulations. I just want to start on something that you just said a moment ago. That if you lose this fight, then that's the whole career. Like, you've got to reflect on it. A lot of things go wrong. Do you go into every fight with that kind of self pressure, if you like, or is it heightened now? Your family circumstances have changed and your family has grown.
No, I don't necessarily fight for money. It might sound mad to most boxers, because most boxers do, but I've never been motivated by money. Like, my son's gonna have a great life regardless of money. He's gonna have a great life. But the pressure on myself is I had that defeat to Fitzgerald, and I was so overconfident of that fight. I was so like naive, thinking, oh, I just gotta show up and it'll be easy. Yeah. And then that learned me a harsh lesson early on in my career. So ever since then, I've trained for every fight. It's a world title fight. I can't literally train any harder than what I do. I go in with that mindset of like, if I lose this fight, it's going to set me back 12 months at least. So I just want to keep moving forward, mate. I want to try and fulfill my potential in boxing. I've done it a long time. This is my 20th year as a boxer. So I want to like try and achieve what I can. And I've given my life to boxing, mate. I've done everything that I possibly could since I was at an early age. So I owe it to myself to like give it me all.
Yeah, no, fair point. I know everyone's going to be asking about how your camp has changed because of the baby being born and everything, and it's fair comment. My question, I guess, is how will you change after the fight? Because, I mean, how many meetings are you going to go to about sorting out that next opponent? How much time are you going to take off before going into the gym again? In comparison to normal, now you've got a baby, you want to get home and be a dad again. How's it going to be different post-fight?
Yeah, I think the plan's going to be me and my girlfriend move to up London ways, just like while I'm in camp, get a little cheap flat. I know they're not cheap in London, but I'll try my best. Get one on the outskirts maybe, because I don't want to miss my baby growing up. I want to like be around as a dad. I don't want to be like a weekend dad and see him every like Saturday, Sunday. I want to be there for my son. So we're gonna talk about moving up to closer to the gym.
Oh, well, listen, all the best, mate. Congratulations again, and good luck on Saturday.
Thanks very much. Thank you.